What's up, people? This is Asylum117, and this is the 300th video of my channel. Okay, I'm just fucking around. But, man, that is crazy. 300 videos and over 200 subscribers. Now, that is insane, but I think I know why, because a lot of people just enjoy watching rage videos of Teen Titans Go, but unfortunately, I'm not gonna do more of them because I am sick of talking about Teen Titans Go and ranting about it, because Cartoon Network will not change, and also I am really sorry about my hiatus of this channel, because I've been really busy so far, and it's been crazy. I don't know if I'm using the right microphone from the Logitech camera or not, because I haven't recorded videos for a long time. So if my voice or microphone or audio quality for my voice, I need to start looking at the camera, goddammit. If my voice sounds strange, then I apologize. I seriously need a goddamn PC or gaming PC or good enough PC to do these kind of videos. And also, yeah, there are a few things I really want to talk about before I start this video. Now, if you guys can read the title of the video, will be about me talking about my 10 favorite cartoon shows. If I can find the script, I wrote a script for my top 10 cartoon shows. Now, unfortunately, because of Viacom, you know, the thing that basically blocks the, you know, lists, cartoon shows, clips, music, everything, and that's why it's really hard for me to do these kind of videos. As you guys can tell, I did a script on paper, but unfortunately I never finished it. But there are a few things before you start this list. One is that I will start college at 4th of September, so I will be not, I don't know how this will work out with my channel. I might be away from my channel, from a lot of things on my free time for a real long time. So I apologize because I will be attending college for 3 years, and then I will try my best to work hard during college. And next thing is that the reason why I haven't done videos, especially my 300th video special, is that it's been really difficult to choose what kind of video I want to make. I wanted to make a top 10 list for my favorite cartoon shows that I grew up with and watched, even recently, but doing top 10 lists is really hard, and some people might really disagree with these lists or whatever. And my friend wanted me to do a video about me talking like about why I started this channel or something for the 300 video special, but unfortunately that will take too much time and the preparations. So further ado, I will read from my script and let's see what the shows, top 10 cartoon shows I chose. Now, rules are one, this is my own personal list. This is not your personal list, this is not your top 10, this is my top 10 list. If I didn't put your favorite shows in this list, then screw you, because this is my list, my opinion, so screw you guys if you don't like my list. Second one is that, I forgot. Second, oh yeah. No anime whatsoever. No Pokemon, not Digimon, none these animes. Because one thing that I always notice in these top 10 lists I watched on YouTube is that people always claim, you know what, we're gonna put top 10 cartoon lists, but I'm gonna put Western cartoons, not the Japanese ones, because that won't be just fair, and it will be just way too pointless and unfair if you ask me. And yeah, so yeah, but as I already said, this is my personal list, so screw you if you don't like this list. So, further ado, let's begin this top 10 list. Number 10, Ed, Edd n Eddy. Ed, Edd n Eddy was one of my favorite shows I grew up with watching on Cartoon Network, and my sister also loved the show. When we were kids, we used to love to watch that show. My sister's favorite character was Rolf, and she always loved whistling the theme song from Ed, Edd n Eddy. The reason why I love the show is because its humor is hilarious. It uses a different kind of slapstick humor compared to Tom and Jerry or Looney Tunes, and it uses very weird cartoon sound effects. And the characters are still memorable even till this day. And even though they look kind of weird and crazy, but I think that's the appeal of the show, because the characters are crazy. But even though there are not many characters in the show, like most cartoon shows have, like Adventure Time, but the characters are still memorable, especially the main characters, the Eds. Ed, the goofball, and also the comedic one of the show, Ed, or Double D, as most people call him. He's the smart one and also the inventor of the trio, and Eddie, the scammer, and also the crazy one. This show is really holds strong feelings on my heart. I'm still trying to watch all the episodes of Ed, Edd n Eddy on Watch Cartoon Online, because Cartoon Network sucks nowadays, but Ed, Edd n Eddy is still a very memorable show, and the show had a real long runtime. So yeah, well, this is my opinion on Ed, Edd n Eddy. Next up is Tom and Jerry, the classic collection. Now, Tom and Jerry, oh my god, I still love watching the original Tom and Jerry cartoon. It is really hilarious. It only uses like 2 or 3 characters, and the slapstick humor is just great to watch. Tom and Jerry are real memorable characters. They're just basically a cat and mouse, but even though there's barely any dialogue in the show, you still understand that it's a comedy cartoon. You can still understand the characters' personalities through their expressions, and the show is really funny. If I ever have kids on my own, I will really want them to watch the original Tom and Jerry cartoon. I don't care about this PC nonsense or whatever, because kids can handle adult themes as well, because the focus was never on adult themes. It was always focused on the humor and making people laugh. And always when I was always down during school days, Tom and Jerry were always the duo that always made me laugh when I needed. So yeah, that's my number 9 on the list. Number 8, Kim Possible. Oh, joy! Kim Possible was an awesome Disney show. Basically, the show was about a teenage girl who is a cheerleader and also a super spy. Like, what the hell? This show was really unique because it uses a very strong female character, and also she has a sidekick or boyfriend now, Ron Stoppable. So the reason why I love the show is not just because of the many memorable villains and also Kim's character, but I also loved her best friend, Ron Stoppable.
Ha! Gay! Can you fuck off, mate?
No. Don't get the wrong idea with this bullshit because of the LGBT bullshit or nonsense. The love is more like a character kind of. I like this character in his personality, right? Ron is a character that he still is a child attracted in a teenage adult body, and he tries to be himself, he tries to have fun, and I wish more people can be like Ron Stoppable, because in the real world people take things way too seriously, and I wish we can show our true emotions for other people. Like, we want to have fun, and Ron Stoppable is the character that does that. Then he also has one of the coolest sidekicks ever, Rufus, the naked mole rat. Rufus is an awesome character in the show because Rufus basically can do anything. He can fix machines, he can go to tight spaces, and for some reason villains always forget that Ron Stoppable has a naked mole that always get out of there, that always has a way to get out the main characters out of dangerous situations. Oh god, Rufus is also a very hilarious character. Even though he doesn't talk, for a naked mole rat, he's pretty damn intelligent if you ask me. So yeah, that is my take on Kim Possible. But the story is but Kim Possible has still a great story and a relatable, like, teenage life kind of thing. So yeah, let's get on with the show. Number 7, Invader Zim. Oh boy, Invader Zim. Now, for those who don't know, I never saw Invader Zim when the show first time aired. I only saw it on YouTube. I discovered it on YouTube and I loved the show. The show had great animation. It reminded me of the Iron Giant, and also the comedic possibilities of the show. One thing the show had the best appeal is the fact that the show was pretty damn dark for a kids show, and especially in a lot of episodes. Invader Zim is also a very goofy and very crazy show, and this is why I love the show so much, because Invader Zim is a show that most people will not expect to air on a kids network, especially on Nickelodeon of all places. Nickelodeon, one thing I really liked about Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network back in the day is that they took risks and they made decent and very amazing shows for all audiences, not just for kids. But nowadays people think it's just for kids, and now they think watering down shows is a good idea. But unfortunately, Invader Zim suffered the same fate most good shows suffer: cancellation, and that is real sad. That Invader Zim is a show that got cancelled, because I really loved watching it all the way through the first season and the second season, and I wish Invader Zim could come back. But our praise had been answered. Invader Zim is actually coming back on Nickelodeon with its own movie. The trailer is up, and I'm really excited to see Invader Zim coming back. Unfortunately, I kind of wish it had a full season, but you know, it's enough to beat a dead horse. I kind of wish the Invader Zim did have a Samurai Jack treatment, but it will not have. But still, it's great that Invader Zim is coming back, and Nickelodeon is actually getting back on its feet, unlike other certain network. Anyways, number 6, Courage the Cowardly Dog Show. Now, this show was my childhood. Oh my god. When I first time discovered Courage, and my friend actually showed the show. And when I was very little, I didn't like horror stuff, like scary stuff, blood everywhere, and other stuff. But Courage the Little Dog helped me realize something, that the world is a very scary place, and sometimes you have to face your fears in order to get through life. And Courage is that one show that got me through most of my fears that I had from my childhood. And this is what I loved about Courage as a character on its own. Even though Courage is a dog, and a very hilarious dog, if you might add, so when it's screaming. But Courage is a show that I really enjoyed, because it was really simple. It had its own episodes, and each episode had its own narrative, its own story. It was episodic, The show ran for 4 seasons, and unfortunately it got cancelled, or I think it ended or was cancelled, I do not remember. But I heard some rumors that the original creator of the Courage the Cowardly Dog show wanted to revive the show and air it on Cartoon Network, but unfortunately Cartoon Network, as usual, declines good offers, actual good offers, not shitty ones. But, it's Cartoon Network. It's run by Christine Miller, the devil of the network. But Courage the Cowardly Dog had a good run, and I am happy to grow up with Courage the Cowardly Dog, and I thank it for helping me deal with my fears of my childhood, to face them on my own. This is what I really liked about the show, that it helped me face my own fears. And also everyone else, if for those who have watched the show, and also very sad regards for the voice actor who used to Bang. He unfortunately died last year in summer in January in 2016, and I'm really sad that he died. Rest in peace, my good man. He lived a very long life, and that is just amazing that he was able to live that long for those many years. And I am glad he actually voiced Eustace, one of the most soulless characters ever in cartoon history. Yeah, rest in peace, man. Number 5, Transformers Prime. Oh boy! Now this is a this is a this is a list. This is a list some people might not expect. What? You put Transformers, a show that actually focuses more on merchandise than actual storytelling? Now, sit back, calm down. Let me explain. I have actually watched many incarnations of Transformers. I saw a few episodes of the 80s series. I watched on TV Transformers Beast Wars. Then I watched the Transformers the animated series, and then I watched Transformers Prime. Now, what I really like about Transformers Prime is after the disastrous movies of Transformers, especially Age of Extinction, curse you, Michael Bay, curse you, I'm giving you 2 middle fingers for screwing me over with your shitty movies. Transformers Prime did something that not the movies, not even the animated series did. It talked about the dangers of wars. It actually shows the stakes of the war. The characters can die in the show, like in the very first episode. Also, spoiler alert. One of the main Autobots of Transformers, especially on Team Prime, dies in the very first episode, and his name is Cliffjumper. He was impaled by Starscream, and he died. Like, Jesus Christ. This show was very dark, and it aired on the same network that aired My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Yeah, let that sink in for a moment. But the show, it had its own humor, and it didn't treat kids, especially kids and any people who watch HBO channel, like idiots, because it really talked about Cybertron and its war, the dangers of the war and how bad it is. Like, and some characters go through emotional pain, like, for example, Ratchet deals with incredible guilt that he wasn't able to fix Bumblebee's voice box, that Bumblebee lost from Megatron, that he didn't want to say the information of the Autobots' counter plan, I think, and Megatron just ripped out his voice box. It's like a Nazi soldier ripping out an army's throat for not answering his questions in order. And the other is that RC has lost 2 partners in the hands of Starscream and Arachnid to the Decepticons, and she feels incredible guilt and hatred towards these characters because they killed her partners and she doesn't want to feel the same loss again of losing partners that always stick up for them and change her mind to have a partner again, so she doesn't feel alone in the universe. And yeah, but then there are many things to talk about Transformers Prime. I might do a separate review of the show if you guys really want to, but I really recommend watching Transformers Prime. It even had its own finale movie, Transformers Beast Wars, I think it was called, Unicron Rises. I think I do not remember, or it was called Beast Machines. I do not remember. Unfortunately, the show got its, I don't know, Robots in Disguise was not, the new show Robots in Disguise. It basically is a sequel to Transformers Prime, but I do not like the show the way I like Transformers Prime. Also, Transformers Prime has one of the best animations ever. It uses CG animation. Now, most people think it's a bad thing, but for a Transformers show, it is a pretty good idea. A lot of Transformers shows, especially in Japan, try to mimic CG animation to make good transformations, but it always failed out. But this time, the Transformers Prime creators and writers did their best to make a good Transformers show that appeals to all audiences, not just kids. So yeah. I love this show, and it really is a show that I really recommend watching to anyone who loves Transformers. If you guys or who are new to Transformers roll bad pun, I think. But anyways, let's continue. Number 4, Danny Phantom. Ah boy, Danny Phantom. Now this show suffered the same fate as many shows, cancellation. Yep, cancellation. Danny Phantom is a show that really I've never watched as a kid, and also when it first time aired, because I lost interest in Nickelodeon a long time ago, and I think Danny Phantom is a show that I really highly recommend for anyone to watch. You can watch it on Team Cartoon or watch cartoons online if you want to watch reruns of the show. I heard that the creator of the show, Butch Hartman, actually wants to make a sequel, a revival of the show. He wants to do more Danny Phantom stuff, and I really recommend, and I wish Nickelodeon could see it, because they already reviving Rocko's Modern Life, Hey Arnold, and the Invader Zim, and I don't see why not revive Danny Phantom, because even though they have the Loud House in their respective shows, it's not enough to revive Nickelodeon. Because I think the show, The Veins, I think it was called, or Way of the Vein, this show does not appeal to me, because the characters, the one thing a lot of shows suffer nowadays is the simple animation and colors and pretty bland characters, if you ask me, because Way of the Vein may look okay, but many people can lose interest in the show really fast, because sometimes it can be pretty slow paced and also not very interesting characters for my taste, but that's just my opinion, not yours. But yeah, but Danny Phantom is a show about a 14-year-old kid who got ghost powers from Ghost Pearl, and his molecules got rearranged, and now he becomes Danny Phantom. He fights ghosts and puts them back in the Ghost Pearl. Basically, it's Ghostbusters meets Spider-Man. It's like pick up Spider-Man and Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters movie, not the shitty reboot one, put them in a blender, magical blender, push the button, and now you have the awesome epicness of Danny Phantom. Also, the Danny Phantom has very colorful and very memorable villains, background characters, main characters. Everything about the show is amazing, and the way Danny Phantom uses his powers and also defeats ghost enemies is just very creative and amazing. And I wish more shows like Danny Phantom could come up with, because unfortunately, there are barely any action cartoons left in recent years, so that is pretty sad. Anyways, let's continue. So yeah, this is number 4 of my list. Number 3, The Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man. Man, the number 3 list I made, it was really difficult to choose because I love these 3 shows I'm gonna mention later equally because they are amazing. I've been a huge Spider-Man fan ever since I was very little, ever since I watched the first, my very first Spider-Man show, Spider-Man the Animated Series, and Spectacular Spider-Man brought Spider-Man back to life. The show gave Spider-Man purpose and made everything great about the show. Spectacular Spider-Man is a show that I highly recommend everyone to watch. Unfortunately, the show got criminally cancelled in the second season's cliffhanger, and I really hate shows that are amazing, that are this amazing, get cancelled and replaced with crap. And this is really sad moment because the show had a lot of potential and it was planned for 4 seasons, and the fact that it was cancelled really made me sad because I was really looking forward for more of this show. I heard that Carnage was about to appear in season 3, like holy crap, could have been. I would have loved the show even more. I could have loved to see what these amazing people who gave Spider-Man justice and also for the villains, what could have they done with Carnage? Because Carnage is one of the most underrated villains. So if you think about it, is also Mysterio, Kraven, and many others. And I could have loved to see what could have they done with Carnage, because we've seen Venom like hundreds of times, but we never seen Carnage. But I think that the reason why we never seen Carnage is because Carnage is way too like R-rated villain and he's way too violent, so we never see a proper justice for Carnage. One of my like second favorite Spider-Man villains next to Venom, I think. But Carnage deserves his moment of glory. The only Spider-Man show, or any incarnation that did Spider-Man justice is definitely the comics, obviously, and also the animated series, because the animated series, even though Carnage did not do much killing, they did a great job making Carnage homicidal and maniacal. They made Carnage the way he was meant to be, like in the comics. So yeah, sad truth, but Spectacular Spider-Man is a show I really recommend anyone who's new to Spider-Man, or anyone who's a huge Spider-Man fan, because as far as I know, Spider-Man doesn't give much justice as of late. He always gets butchered for some reason, and that is just sad to see. But yeah, let's continue. Now, before people can write in comments this Homecoming did justice to Spider-Man, I will do a separate video about my thoughts of Spider-Man Homecoming, and people might be triggered about this, but I will tell my thoughts about the show. If you guys will not like the video, then it's fine. It will be just my own thoughts. Now, this second list, I will trigger a lot of people, but this is a tough decision to make. I really, really wanted to put the show on number 1, but man, I couldn't. This list was really hard to do because there are many, many other shows that I really want to put on the list, but I just couldn't because one, if I should have made a top 20 list of my favorite cartoon shows, and second, could have taken way too long to do. So yeah, apologies if I make super decisions. So let's continue. Number 2, Teen Titans. No, not that show. Not that show. I am talking about the original show that came out in 2003. This show is amazing. Like, it has the best animation, the best characters, the best villains, the best, basically everything. Unfortunately, the show was cancelled and replaced by this abomination, the Satan of Cartoon Network. Yeah, fuck the show. Fuck it. But I don't want to talk about it anymore. But yeah, the original Teen Titans is a show that has a lot of good morals. It has really great action and characters you can really relate to. And I wish more shows could have more shows where like Teen Titans, but unfortunately we'll never get shows like that anymore. And before I move up to number 1 on the list, here are honorable mentions. Enjoying the honorable mentions? No. Here is number 1 on the list, and the number 1, my favorite cartoon show is Samurai Jack. Now, Samurai Jack, oh, Samurai Jack, he's back to the past, Samurai Jack. Whatcha? Oh my god, I love that fucking theme song. Man, Samurai Jack, that show is amazing. Man, it was my childhood. It really inspired me to love like shows like Samurai Jack, and I really wish more shows were like Samurai Jack. I am thinking to write a script for a show that is similar to Samurai Jack, but I don't know how that will go out. But Samurai Jack is a show that there was no other show like Samurai Jack. The show was telling its story more through its animation rather than its dialogue, and the action. It doesn't use like superpower. It is probably the only show that doesn't use, superpowers like power-ups, bullshit dialogue, and something like that. The show was simple. Good versus evil. Good equals Jack, and evil equals Aku, and Aku, man, he's my favorite villain. He's basically one of my favorite cartoon villains. Aku is hilarious, he's intimidating, he's pretty terrifying, and just basically sometimes I feel like Aku basically steals the damn show. Like, there are really hilarious moments, like for a second some people found in one of the episodes Jack versus Aku, I think it was called, that Aku calls for delivery, and some people might, holy shit, is he ordering pizza or something? But no, he ordered a henchman. Like, that is a very hilarious scene, and there are many humorous moments in the show as well. And one thing I really liked about Samurai Jack is that even though there are times the show takes it seriously, it can balance out both the seriousness and the comedic moments really well, and this is why I love the show so much. Jack is also a very likable character. You can tell how he heals more through his expressions more like than what he's saying, and I think he's voiced by Phil Lamar. And it will be really amazing to meet Genndy Tartakovsky, the person who created the show, and also Phil Lamar, the voice of Samurai Jack, in person, because that would be like the dream come true. And I want them, and personally, if I meet them, I will really want to thank them for creating one of my favorite shows on Cartoon Network that I grew up with watching, and the show that really inspired me to see that the cartoons are more than just shows about humor and butt jokes and stuff like that. Cartoons can be taken seriously, and kids can have a lot more darker and serious cartoon shows with a little more humor added into them. I really want to thank Gandhi and Phil Lamar for doing amazing work for the show, and Rip Mako, the original voice actor for Aku, he will be missed. So this is my top 10 list of my favorite cartoon shows. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, leave a like and also share this video with others. I really would appreciate it. This was a really hard list to do because a lot of people might get triggered that I didn't put Gravity Falls or Star Wars for Zeal or everyone's favorite show, Steven Universe, and I didn't put them for many reasons, but I don't want to talk about it. But it's my personal list. It's not yours, guys. And you should really start to understand it that people are entitled on their own opinion. And if I get triggered or angry or something like that when I mouthing bad shows, then it is my own opinion. People should understand it as well because I do care about animation. I do care about how it is treated nowadays, and I wish they can be treated better, and so kids aren't treated like idiots. And this is why I really want for animation to do. And for so far, kind of Disney, Netflix, and Nickelodeon are doing it fine so far, but Cartoon Network does not do it finely, and they're focusing too much on one show rather than airing other shows, and that is just depressing. But I wish cartoons can, especially on television, get back on the horse and treat it properly. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this list. So yeah, if you guys want to subscribe, to do it or whatever, because I will start college soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This will take a lot of editing and probably will take forever to upload on YouTube because I have a laptop and I don't have a good computer to upload these kind of videos really frequently and fastly. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later, alligators, and yeah, see you guys later, or whatever.